We are heading into the fall season. School is back in session, or it's about to be, which means it's busy season. And when I'm busy, the last thing I want to do is spend a lot of time in the kitchen. So today I'm sharing with you 3 different meals that you can make from one rotisserie chicken. That's right, we're going to stretch it for at least 3 meals. And spoiler alert, I actually still had some left after I made these 3 meals. Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. Before we get started, I did want to thank Thrive Market. They are the sponsor of today's video. I will tell you more about them later. So I went by Sam's Club today and I got this large rotisserie chicken for $4.98. You cannot beat that, especially since I'm going to shred this up now and we're going to have enough chicken for 3 separate meals. You cannot beat that. But let me shred this chicken and then I'll tell you what I'm making tonight. I've been letting this chicken cool for quite a bit in the fridge so it wasn't so piping hot. If you've ever tried to shred a hot rotisserie chicken, you know that's kind of a pain. You're constantly burning yourself. So I did that, but I'll tell you what, that smells good. I ain't mad at that. All right, I'm gonna go in and just kind of start cutting this so that I can easily shred it. I love a rotisserie chicken. I love getting one of these and having several meals because life is just so much easier. That's just one step taken off of your plate that you don't have to worry about. I have just destroyed this chicken, but we've got like 4 cups of chicken here. Dark meat, white meat. I'm going to mix it all together. That's the dark meat on top, but now, this hopefully will get us 3 different meals over the next few days. Okay, our first meal that I'm making, very simple. It's basically a pantry meal because we have a couple of sweet potatoes left. I just washed them. This one is very oddly shaped, but so I'll probably chop the end off of this one. I'm going to throw these in the air fryer. I'm going to basically bake these, and then we're going to toss some of this chicken with some barbecue sauce. And then we're just going to stuff that chicken into the sweet potatoes along with maybe some diced red onion, some cheese. I'm thinking that savory and then that sweet of the sweet potato is going to be really good. I love a stuffed potato night. And normally I just do regular Idaho potatoes, like the baking potatoes. But me and my oddly shaped sweet potato, we're going to do this thing. Okay, so this one is fine as is, but it's this one that we need to fix. I think I'm going to cut it about right here. Honestly, I kind of feel like I should cut this one in half because look how thick that is. That was an arm workout and I didn't even cut it in half. Look, this one's so much thicker than the other one. Good job, Mandy. Good job. All right. We're going to go with it. It'll be okay. Got the end off of that one. All right, I'm going to brush a little olive oil on this and I'll put it this side down and we'll just do it that way. This is just regular old olive oil and I'm just going to kind of spread that around. We're going with it. This is going to go in the air fryer at 390. We're going to try 35 minutes and just see what we get. And then, we can always adjust. One of the reasons I'm making this video using rotisserie chicken is to show you easy weeknight meals, especially now that school is back in session. If your kids aren't in school yet, they're about to be, and that means busy season is upon us. And that is why I appreciate Thrive Market so much, and they are kindly sponsoring this portion of today's video. While I love the fall season, it also means back to school, and that's when everything kind of ramps up and everything gets really busy again. So something I hate wasting time doing is going to all the different grocery stores to find exactly what I need. And that is when Thrive Market saves the day for me. Look, I may have to go to Whole Foods or Target to find all of the different things that I want, but not anymore. I don't have to waste all of that time, all of that gas going to all these different places. I just go online, add to my cart, and have it shipped right to my door. So if you happen to love a brand of fig bars and you're always catching yourself looking at labels, consider Thrive Market because they have brands that they have vetted because they ban over 1,000 different ingredients from their site. Whole Foods only restricts 300 or so ingredients. Thrive Market really steps it up. So you're getting better for you products at a better price too. And it's really easy to make good swaps. I know you know of a particular potato chip brand that comes in a can. This one is better for you. So not only do I get my pantry staples, I also get a lot of our snacks from there. It just makes it so easy because it's my one-stop shop. So Thrive Market is a membership-based grocery store, but it's only $5 a month. And let me tell you, I always save so much on every single order. On this order alone, I saved almost $60. And that's because I'm taking advantage of their sale that they have going on right now through August 22nd. They're calling it kind of their end of summer / ready for a routine sale. And there's 25% off a lot of your favorite brands. That's on top of the savings that you already get by being a Thrive Market member. So go check out Thrive Market right now and stock up before the busy season starts. And if you do it between now and the 22nd, you're gonna save even more than you normally would. Just go to thrivemarket.com/mandyinthemaking. You're gonna save $20 on your first 3 orders, plus you'll get a free gift. And you'll be so happy that you took all of those grocery runs off of your to-do list and made life just a little bit easier. All right, let me show you what I'm watching right now. I'm watching Tabby's Treasured Home on YouTube. She had just had a new video come out because it's 5 o'clock and that's when she releases. So I'm sitting here watching that and I was about to hit record while it was still going. I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. Here we are. I'm gonna just chop up or dice up a little bit of this red onion. That's probably good. I'm gonna put it in a little bowl just so it's easier to grab later. And I've already got some pre-shredded cheese. You know, I normally shred my own cheese, but I had bought some cheese for something that I ended up not making. So we're going to use it for this. So I'll use that cheddar cheese. Let me go. I believe I need to go to my pantry and find some barbecue sauce. Now, I've had a few people send me some things, including this sweet and sassy barbecue sauce. I believe is it Texas that this came from? Am I making things up? Maybe I am. I don't know. But someone, a sweet subscriber, sent us this and we haven't tried it yet. So today is the day. This just went off. So, whew, let's steam up my glasses, why don't we? Let's check on these and see where we're at, if they're needing some more time or what. Stick my fork in there and see. I mean, it feels pretty soft. Yeah, they're real close. I'm gonna put them in for just a couple more minutes and then it'll be time, which that'll give me time to go warm up the barbecue sauce and the chicken as well. So just a couple more minutes. Grab my chicken out of the fridge. Let's take the lid off. And I'm just going to add enough for 2 potatoes. That should be plenty. We got tons left over for the other 2 meals that I'm gonna be making. All right, now I've got this sweet and sassy barbecue sauce. I'm gonna pour over it. And I'm just gonna microwave this because I'm just trying to take the easy route tonight. Maybe a little more. I'm gonna pop this in the microwave just to warm it up. The ranch that I've really been liking is this Primal Kitchen ranch. I get it from Thrive Market. It's really good. This is a brand new one I'm about to open, but excellent ranch. Cut this open. These little mini ones are good for popping potatoes open. Chop this up a little bit. Now let's load some warmed chicken and barbecue sauce in there. Let's top it with a little bit of onion and some cheese. This cheese is like a Mexican blend cheese. I'm gonna stir it into it so it will kind of melt a little bit. It may not look phantasmic, but it smells great. And I have a feeling it's gonna be good. Just a little bit of ranch, don't need a ton. All right, y'all, that is dinner. I'm gonna make another one for me because this one's for Steven, and then we're gonna eat. Now, I will tell you, if you do have to cut your sweet potato in half, let me show you. Look, this part becomes kind of hard and rubbery. So I just literally took my knife and just took off that whole, gosh, that's hot. That whole top layer so that now I can go in and do what I want to do. So just thought I would let you know.
My mouth's watering right now. I smell that ranch with the barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
That looks good. It smells delicious. That is surprisingly delicious.
Okay, tell me about it.
That like surprised me. At first I was like, what about all this? That is really good. It's got this smoky, sweet, and then the ranch dressing adds a little extra something another in there.
Yeah. I was telling them we love loaded baked potato night, but we've never done it with sweet potatoes. So
when the ranch comes together with that barbecue sauce, that's amazing.
Good.
I'm glad you use sweet potato.
Yeah.
That's perfect little.
I know. That's what we had in the pantry, and I thought it might be good. Ma'am. Magnificent. Magnanimous. What are you doing?
Man, that is good. The more I eat it, I love it.
Good. Mags, you don't want to talk to nobody today? You just going to sit here and swish your tail? Swish that tail.
I'm gonna tell you what, that is delicious.
Sweet, savory.
For sure.
That's exactly what I was hoping it would be.
But there's a little something that lifts everything up too and cuts through that. Maybe,
Oh, man.
maybe it's just the barbecue sauce that's got a little vinegar to it or something.
I don't know, but that's good.
Yeah. Very, very appetizing, sweetheart. Good job.
It looks like a hot mess, but it tastes delicious. Max. Ma'am.
What are you doing, little girl? Oh, you're going to sit down all cute for me.
She's like, Mom turned on the camera. I gotta really just ham it up over here.
What are you doing, little girl?
Magnificent. It is lunchtime the next day. We have rotisserie chicken. I have an idea in my head. So let's make it come to life. So I don't want these sub rolls to go bad. We used these for the last 50 States, 50 Plates. What was that? Illinois. Good gracious. It takes me a minute. Illinois. Anyway, we have some of these left. So I thought, let's use these and make like almost like French bread pizza, but like chicken parm style. You picking up what I'm putting down? We've got this. So I've got these two things in my fridge. I use pizza sauce several times a week when I'm making a quick lunch, but I also have some of this Rayo's creamy marinara, and I thought I could use either or a combination of the two to use that up. I've got some Parmesan cheese. I don't have some mozzarella cheese, but I do have some Swiss cheese slices that we're going to use on top. And then we're going to make a garlic butter too. Very simple. I'm preheating my oven to 350. So let's slice open these rolls. We need to make sure that they're good and sturdy. So I'm going to toast them in the oven at 350 for about 5 minutes before we put all of the stuff on the inside. But before I toast them, I am going to spread them with some garlic butter. Some seasoned garlic butter. Let's make that now. I've got a couple of tablespoons of butter. Should I do more than that? No, I think that should be fine. So let's melt this butter in the microwave. Okay, so we've got our melted butter. I'm going to add some jarred minced garlic or garlic, and then some Italian seasoning as well. Okay, let's just brush that onto our bread. Okay, I'm going to put this in the oven for like 4 or 5 minutes at 350. While that is in there toasting up, let's open up our rotisserie chicken. And I'm just going to add some here to this bowl. We're probably going to have some left because I'm only making 2 servings of this. So we'll probably have some left over at the end of the day. But we need to heat this up, but not before I kind of coat it in some sauce. I'm not going to do the pizza sauce. I'm going to do this creamy marinara. Okay, that's good. Now, I'm going to pop this in the microwave and warm it through. And technically, yes, it will get warmed in the oven. However, I'm going to be putting this on broil when it goes in. So I don't know how much time that will have to warm. So I'd like for it to already be hot. Last thing I'm going to do is just grate some Parmesan. Because in order to have chicken parm, we've got to have some Parmesan on top. So I'm going to grate some of this onto this plate. That should be plenty. And then I'm going to grab that Swiss cheese out of the fridge. Okay, that just came out. So let's load it up with our chicken. Which one's the top? That's the top. Okay. Load it up with our chicken. I am going to pour a little more marinara over top. Kind of spread that in a thin layer. Some parm. Now I've got thin sliced. You can see how thin this is. It's like paper thin. Thin sliced Swiss cheese. I'm going to just tear it in half. Swiss can be kind of, it's not bold, but it's bolder than like a traditional mozzarella. So I'm going to go with just 1 slice of this Swiss, just cut in half. And I already turned my oven over to broil. So let's go broil this. Okay, not too long ago, I used this Tuscan style blend and I loved it. And I'm going to do this as a side today to our sandwiches. So I just need to pop this in the microwave for 4.5 to 5 minutes. Yeah, I burnt the side of these. They shouldn't have stayed in for that long. And quite honestly, I took them out at like 2.5 minutes. I don't know what I was thinking about setting it for 3 minutes. So here we are. I'm going to scrape off some of this burnt edges. And then it's almost going to be time to eat. This is still finishing up. Okay, I just took my little serrated knife and just kind of knocked off the burnt edges, as you can see. It's going to be perfectly fine. But this just finished, so let's eat. I'm going to add just a little bit of seasoning to these veggies. I'm going to add some of this buttery steakhouse seasoning because I love it so much. Okay, Steven will be in here in just a couple of minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and take a bite because I'm hungry. I'm just sitting here staring at it, waiting on him. So I'm going to be the first one to dig in. I'm trying to decide which side to go for. I'm so glad I toasted the bread with that garlic butter. That adds a whole extra level of flavor. Okay, the Swiss cheese is not overpowering. I was kind of nervous about that because normally you would use mozzarella, which I would recommend using mozzarella, but there's a perfect amount of marinara on here. The chicken is shredded perfectly. That is a good lunch. And I've been eating these veggies too.
This looks good. I'm telling you what. Look at that.
We've been having some good sandwiches lately.
Man, that smells delicious. Yes. Mmm. Oh, man. I love messy food.
Yeah.
Mmm. Buttery garlic bread.
Mm-hmm.
And that marinara sauce with whatever this is. It's like some kind of pasta with chicken in it.
No, there's no pasta. It's just chicken. I didn't put pasta on bread. I mean, I would have put it past me to put pasta on bread, but I didn't.
It looked like pasta because of the cheese on there.
Okay, yeah, there's Swiss
When I bit
cheese.
into it, it kind of looked.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, this is amazing.
Okay, good. I'm so glad you like it.
That hit the spot right there.
Rotisserie chicken, baby.
Mmm.
So for our next one, this is another very simple one using some of this rotisserie chicken. I'm telling you, because I'm making smaller portions, this big rotisserie chicken that I got is going to stretch for several days, which is great. But we're going to do kind of like a chicken bacon ranch tortellini. So I've got a pot of water that I'm going to bring up to a boil. Obviously, we need the bacon. So I've got a skillet over there heating to medium heat, and we're going to do like 3 slices of bacon. We're going to cook that over there. So I cut my bacon in half just to make it a little bit easier to cook in here. And these are thick slices, which I love. So let's let that cook. I'm going to crumble it later. I could have just cut it all up now, but I'll crumble it later. Okay, I'm trying to get everything else ready to go because as soon as that bacon is done, it's time to go. So I'm going to grate some Parmesan cheese here. Let's do about 1/3 cup. Our water has almost completely come up to a boil. These are really thick cut pieces of bacon. So honestly, I might not be able to crumble them as easily. I might just have to chop them up once they're cooked. But we're going to have a lot of flavor at the bottom of this pan, and that's always a good thing. Yep, there's our water ready to go. This is like 9 ounces of cheese tortellini. And let's add in our cheese tortellini. Those just need to boil for like 5 to 7 minutes. Is that what it says on here? Yeah. So those are going to hang out. Let me set a timer. Okay, our bacon is finishing up. I'm going to remove the stems from this baby spinach because I want to. I just don't love the stems. I know some people don't mind them, and I wish I didn't because then that would be one less step that I had to worry about, but here we are. So I'm going to remove some of the longer stems because we are going to throw a handful of spinach in at the end. Our bacon is done. I'm going to remove it over here, let it kind of drain. And we are going to remove some of the grease from the pan, but we will keep a little bit of it behind because that's flavor. Our tortellini is done. I'm going to add this little strainer on here, and we're just going to drain the water off. I'll need to add this to the chicken mixture in just a little bit, but let's just do that for now. Okay, I'm just going to set that to the side, and let's make our chicken bacon ranch mixture. So as you can see, I did wipe up some of that like kind of crusty bacon bits, but I left a good bit behind. And I left like a teaspoon or so of bacon grease behind as well. But let's add in about a tablespoon of butter. We're gonna let that melt. Now that that has melted, let's add in, I don't know, a tablespoon-ish of garlic. Cook it until it's fragrant, which is not gonna take long at all. And I have this on medium-low now. I'm just kind of scraping up the bottom. We're going to add in equal parts heavy cream and chicken broth. So I've got about 1/2 cup of heavy cream going in. And we're going to do 1/2 cup of this Thrive Market chicken broth. Let that do its thing. But we also need to add the ranch. So I've got a ranch pack here. I don't need to add a ton of this. I'm not going to add the whole thing by any means. Maybe a tablespoon. Let's stir that together. I'm going to add a little extra pepper. And then I'm gonna throw some red pepper flakes in there too, because why not? Let's add in that Parmesan cheese that I grated earlier. And we're gonna stir that around until it's smooth. Now while that's nice and hot and simmery, I'm gonna throw in our handful of spinach and let that wilt before I add in our cool chicken, because our chicken is in the fridge. So I'm gonna let this wilt. Then we'll add in like a cup of that chicken. While I was waiting on that to wilt, I just kind of broke this apart with my fingers. We'll be adding that back in just a minute. But let's add in about a cup of chicken. A little bit more. I told you we would have some left over. Look at that. Okay, let's let that chicken warm through. I'm gonna coat it in that sauce. Okay, we'll give that a few minutes and then we'll throw the tortellini in too. Actually, you know what? We can throw the tortellini in now. That ain't gonna hurt nothing. Now let's toss all that together. Then we'll throw our bacon in and just let it all heat through, and then we're done. Don't ask me what I'm gonna do with that one. That's for me to know and you not to find out. You'll never know what I did with it. Never. Hello.
How are you?
Great.
Good. How about some tortellini?
How about it?
They look like little raviolis.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
It's like a cracked out something.
It is chicken bacon ranch. Yes.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay, good.
That is delicious.
I'm so glad that you got that you get the ranch and you get the bacon.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Creamy. Love the different textures.
Okay.
Crunchy bacon. And that soft tortellini. Really good.
Good.
Chicken flavor, for sure. Can't go wrong with ranch and bacon.
Yeah. True story.
Got a little spice to it. Not much, just a little bit.
I added some red pepper flakes in there.
You did good.
You could tell?
I could tell.
Okay.
Just got a little bit of heat to it.
I wish I would have done a little more sauce than I did, but overall, I mean...
It's still got sauce in it. It's still got a little creamy texture to it, and delicious. Super flavorful. Bacon flavor, smoky. The ranch dressing. That is just really good.
Bacon and ranch, always a winner.
Yeah.
This, no exception. And I love the cheese tortellini with it.
So good. Good job, babe. You never disappoint.
We ate 3 meals and we still have this much chicken left. Can you believe that? That is a great way to stretch your grocery budget and just to make dinner so much easier. So if you enjoyed this video and you aren't yet subscribed, go ahead and do that before you leave. Also, give this video a thumbs up and let me know, do you want to do another one of these? Because I can think of all kinds of ways that we can use a rotisserie chicken to make some really easy dinners. Also, don't forget, if you've never checked out Thrive Market, here's your sign. Go to thrivemarket.com/mandyinthemaking and do it right now, because not only will you save $20 on your first 3 orders, you'll get a free gift, but if you do it today or tomorrow through August 22nd, you can take advantage of their sale going on right now. And you'll have to let me know what goodies you snag. I appreciate y'all being here, and I will see you next time. Bye, y'all.